talk a little bit about Aaron and what now does that just become another option for you all? I mean, does it take a little bit of pressure off of you knowing that he can get the ball and catch a lot of balls?
As far as pressure goes, it does. Aaron's came a long way. He's worked so hard over the offseason. And you can tell he's one of those guys who has that ambition and has that drive to be successful, and it shows up on the field. And as far as another option, I mean, that's the whole point of the offense is to create diversity, man. It's to create many targets for Maxwell, and it does make it easier for not only me but him as well. That way, defense cannot load up one side. They have to play the whole field at a true defense. With that being said, man, he's one of the guys who stepped up, made big plays. But I feel like anybody can step up and make big plays. Even if I'm not there, if he's not there, I feel like G. McCaskill, Will Robinson, Daryl Collins can step up and be that guy. He's happened to have a hot hand, and he was open, and Max hit him. And it's all good because we're out here working on chemistry and working on our timing, and it showed up on the field. So I'm proud of my guys.
Are you kind of surprised a little bit by how much it's? I mean, there's just been kind of an all-comers thing with this offense. I mean, just how everybody's been able to step up so fast.
Surprised? No, not surprised. Everybody's anxious to see what we was going to do because basically all our eyes were on the offense. We kind of slacked off last year, but this year I feel like we're more mature. We have more leadership, and it shows up because we actually play with each other. Nobody's selfish on this team. We're all doing it for each other. It's not about I. It's not about me. It's about we. So, I think Coach Phillips did a good job installing that in our minds. So we have that mindset when we're on the field. We're not just doing it for ourselves. We know each other's abilities, and we try to use our abilities to our strengths. So that's what we're doing.
Did you ever see Aaron encouraged
over the years? Definitely, man. Push him to do better. He went through a lot of things, and everybody kind of trying to back on him, but he continued to work. He continued to strive to be successful, and all he needed was a chance, and he finally got the chance and took full advantage of it. And you give a guy his respect for that, because granted, most people in his situation probably would have given up. So he did it, and it's going to pay off for him.
Could you just talk a little about the differences between T. Martin and Coach Washington?
Man, it's not really a big difference. Both guys are really easy to talk to. They know how to communicate and get the point across from a coach's point of view, also from a big brother or father's point of view, if that makes sense. So he's easy to be up under and to ask for advice, and just a good coach, man. And he knows how to communicate with his players. He understands, he listens, we listen. This is a good bond, man. It's a good positive energy at all times, It gets on us at practice, but it's one play, after the next. So you mess up, get back in and do it right next time, So he understands that, and the biggest thing really is he's just helping us mature as a group. It's not just individuals maturing, it's as a group. He puts it on the leaders, all the seniors on this team, to basically step up, take care of the young guys, and he overshadows everything.
All this, success you guys have been having in the passing game, do you think, obviously it is in the players, but do you think some of that has to do with Coach Washington and what he's brought to the system?
Oh, definitely, man. He helps out, give us pointers on what we can do better, how to improve, because when you come out here, especially even myself, you always want to be able to learn something new, and there's always room for improvement, because if you just stay at one level, you're getting worse without even knowing it. So you got to be able to keep building and asking to your game, and he gives us options, releases, where your hand placement, little things that you wouldn't really think of, but he makes sure that we think of all those things while we're out here and practice. That way in the game, there's no hesitation on what to do, on what type of ball is thrown to you, what type of route you got to run, how you got to block. It's already set in stone. So.